Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you one team that requires no mythic you can use for every single level of the Stonesong Eerie and make absolute mincemeat of the opposition. And I'll show a few alternatives to the troops in case you don't have some of them. Anyway, a tier 1, you can grab that, gets you a potion of enchantment, but do remember that if you have your horde level at level 100 or above in the Stonesong Eerie, then you'll already have a potion of enchantment stored, so no need to actually buy one. Unless you want to get the weapon at tier 4, Stoneflight, pretty decent. Deals magic based splash damage to an enemy, and if there's a storm, deal double damage. So that can actually be quite significant with that double damage, because in my case that would make it 100 damage to a single enemy and then 50 damage either side. That's quite a lot, not bad at all. Anyway, let's take a look at this team and show how it works. Stonesong Temple, you can just trot straight across the middle there to the end, just 3 battles if you like. When you get to this one here, you can, if you like, pick off all the extra rooms to increase the room and treasure multiplier. But for the speed of the video, I'm just going to go running straight across the middle, doing a hop, skip and jump maybe, I don't know. Alright, let's take a look. Now, I haven't shown this team for a while, but it's important that people know about this team because it really is good. Lots of new viewers to my channel every single time I do one of these videos, and a lot of people may not have seen it, but it's really cool. Geomancer class with Mang, really cool for this. If you don't have Mang, you can use Earth's Fury for a very similar effect. Unlike Mang for the super hard hitting of the skulls, but Earth's Fury does actually give a bigger boost to gargoyles on the highest levels. So what you lose in one, you gain with the other. So with Mang, you eliminate all armor from an enemy, then deal magic +1 damage, then gain attack equal to armor eliminated. So a couple of good things are happening here. First of all, you've eliminated all the armor from those really high level enemies on those hardest levels, and then you've got yourself a crazy level of attack. You can get 1000 attack really easy with Mang with this method. But the great thing about that is, with Gargoyle, it does splash damage to an enemy boosted by all allies attack. So that huge level of attack now you've got on Mang gets added to Gargoyle's damage, and with the two of them makes absolute mincemeat of the higher levels. Like I say, with Earth's Fury, you do actually get a bigger boost on Gargoyle with that, because you can get a overall higher than 1000 combined attack with the boost. But I do like the way that Mang hits super hard with the skulls. So what you're going to do is basically strip away the armor with Mang. With Charles Donny, you can loop, get loads of brown for the team, really cool. Does 50 damage in my case to an enemy, then creates 3 brown gems boosted by all construct allies. So important we have all constructs to get that loop going and get plenty of brown. But yeah, absolutely works like an absolute charm. So Geomancer class for this, really important to have that. All constructs start with 50% mana, which is the whole team, and comes with some really cool traits which really make this tick. Impact inflicts stun when enemies deal skull damage to me. The second one, Hammer Mastery, does not matter. Anti-magic sphere, reduce damage from spells by 20%, even if they get a chance to do anything. Tactician, gain 3 magic at the start of battle, is really handy for a newer player. Rock Solid, one of the things which makes this just so good. I call this my Invincibles team, and the reason is I've literally never ever lost a battle using this team on any delve, no matter what the level, because it's just so reliable. Like Rock Solid, gain a barrier when matching brown gems. Look at the brown we're creating with Charles Donny so quickly, and you get a barrier every single time. Tree of Knowledge, gain enchant when matching green gems, is great. And Fortitude, so a really cool team. Another thing you can do as well, as a nice bit of variety in this team, is add one of these troops here, one of these tarot style troops. I really like the ones that do the bad tarot, like the Fool here. Jumbles a board and the enemy team, and there's a 7% chance of an extra turn for each brown gem on the board. So that's good as well, because brown is going to be so much of it, the chances are you're going to get an extra turn out of that. And the fact that you maybe actually have no extra turn there with this, but cast this and it jumbles a board and it may actually create an extra turn. It's really cool. So the way it works is really good, and you inflict a random status effect on a random enemy when an ally casts a spell. So if you're a newer player and you have to loop with Charles Donny a bit more, you're chucking bad status effects on the enemy all day long. So I'm actually going to chuck that in there to show how that works. But really cool. Another really cool troop to use for this is Zernabog. is a really good option as well. Not for the spell. It's a great spell. It explodes 10 brown gems, which there will be on the board, and then explode magic +1 gems to create tons of mana for the team. But the main reason for having Zernabog would be that third trait, Dust Plume. Conjure a dust storm when my turn begins. A dust storm is brown, and it's not when at the start of battle, for example, it's when my turn begins. So all the time Zernabog is in the team, you're going to be having a brown storm. This makes the Loop of Charleston almost like nailed on reliability, and yeah, it's just absolutely relentless. Right, so let's check this team out. Banner for this, +2 brown, +1 yellow, -1 purple. Eagle banner from the Stonesong Eerie. So let's dive into a few battles in, show how this works. Going to be an absolute piece of cake on the early levels, and I'll just do a few battles on this level and then jump forward and show how it works a little bit later on. There we go, we've got charged up already. So we can use Charleston to take out one opponent, cast Gargoyle on the opponent in the middle, splash damage, job done. I'll just do these last 2 battles on this level, and then I'll jump forward to the delve itself on level 500 and show how we absolutely annihilate even level 500. It's absolute walk in the park. Got a bit of explosion-y stuff going on at the start there. Can collect yellow for Charleston. Always better to collect the other colour to what they generate with these type troops. Like, she generates brown, uses yellow and brown, so if you've got the option to collect yellow to charge her up, then do that. Much better to leave the colour on the board which they generate. Gives you a much better chance of getting a loop going. So let's just get rid of these ones. The Invincibles team! Really, really cool. Come on in, Zochi. And your appropriate battle wear. Who goes into battle like that? Seriously, wearing that kind of feather top. I mean, I know it's got to be a massive distraction, and that may be the point, but hey, it's like, yeah, almost an unfair distraction in a way. Right, Stonesong Eerie, level 500. My horde level is on level 150 for this, because if I remember this, the faction team for this is actually quite tricky on level 500, but that will increase my stats slightly, but it doesn't actually matter because this will still work even if you're a newer player to the game. So look at the stats on these enemies here. Huge amounts of attack, armor and life, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to absolutely annihilate. Alright, let's put the exact team in. Like that. That's one I was using a second ago. So we're still going to look for yellow if we can to get Charleston going, but if not, we'll grab some brown, or we can grab some red, because it is important you get Mang ready as well. But the reason it's safe is normally we'd take a huge amount of skull damage from that troop there if we left them that skull hit, but we can take brown, actually leave them that skull hit. It didn't do any damage to us, but it's actually now stunned them because of impact. So it's taking away their trait bonuses, even though they weren't that important for this particular battle. But now we can use Mang. We'll cast it on somebody who we've not hit yet. We've not hit anybody yet, so we can bash it on them. We've now got 393 attack, which is really good. Gargoyle's damage is now boosted up. And the boost ratio has gone up to 239. We've got the boost on now, so pretty cool. But we now use a Charleston on the troop we just hit. It's important because when we cast Mang again, we want to benefit from stripping away the armor. And we're ready to go again. So we can cast Mang again on someone else, grab their armor. We got brown, remember, so no damage from that skull hit we just left them. Again, a Charleston, hit them on that. You can actually finish these off now. Like, it depends upon how hard your Gargoyle is boosting. The other team I showed at the beginning with 2 times Gargoyle, quite often you just cast both of them back to back and get the job done. Really, really cool. But with Mang again, let's just strip away the bottom troop this time, because it's the way splash damage works is you do the biggest damage to the troop in the middle. And then what we'll do now, we'll finish off the surrounding opponents, or soften them up at least. Let's at least give that one a big wallop and now see how much damage we're going to do with our Gargoyle. We'll cast that on them. They were verified. That gave 50% extra incoming damage, and it wiped out the 2 troops either side at the same time. All the while, we're getting a constant barrier. Really, really cool. Let's do this at a more normal sort of speed now. Excuse my lingering cough that's relentless. It's hanging in there and refuses to go away completely. Right, let's use Mang. Let's grab. Let's do that. Did leave my skull hit there, but it's not important because we can get barrier back so quickly. It is insane. There we go. There's Mang charged up again. Let's cast that on the bottom troop. We're now on 973 attack. Cast Charleston again on somebody you haven't stripped away the armor from. Let's grab the last bit of armor from them. We're now on 1000 attack. Again, you can leave them skull hits. The AI is bound to take them. It's kind of built into the enemy the way it works. Oops. But yeah, when you get these massive skull hits there, you almost can't say no to that. We're protected from the damage again. Let's just do it this way. Whack him with that. Gargoyle, the boost is 445. Who's got the most? They're both kind of even. And this just finish off. Really, really easy. Done it a slightly different way around this time, but very easy to use and quite fun when you get a nice little skull cascade with 2, 3 drop down at a time, and it just literally just swipes through the enemy just one after the other really fast. Right, let's do this mythic room. Come on, appropriately dressed for battle, Zochi. You gotta love the armor on a lot of these female opponents in these games. Less is more when it comes to the females, it seems. Not that that's a complaint, because I'm basically still a 14-year-old male in a much older body. Right, anyway, let's get that going. Let's get Mang. Let's strip off Queen Zochi. Not that there's much to remove. Get that armor gone. Already on 1000 attack. No need to do it anymore, but we're doing it just for fun, really. Let's give her a wallop. Like, if she's got a spell which is dangerous, like damage to all enemies, if there's a storm explode, 5 gems which can self-charge, you can just loop. With Charleston if you like. I know we got a skull hit there we could have taken, but I'm not even bothered with that. There's just 4 match skull hit at the top I could have taken. Just showing how you can loop with Charleston if you want to just pick on one opponent in particular. If you feel that they're dangerous. There you go, they're gone. Let's get rid of that way. They've conked out and we got a massive skull hit. And that was without even using Gargoyle or the Fall. It's just a ridiculous team. Really, really good and fun to use at the same time. And works for any player level, because most of the power comes from the fact you get Mang to level 1000. And that is all from the boost you get from Mang from the enemy's stats, basically. So there it is. There's the video. There's the team. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. Maybe even join the channel. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.